Evvoli, evolviti sempre.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Evvoli's kitchen. I am Chef Victoria from Evvoli's team, and today I'm going to show you how to cook a very healthy salmon with ratatouille, which is a popular French dish with vegetables, using our 10-in-1 pressure cooker. So let's have a look to the ingredients. So for the ratatouille, we're going to start doing the ratatouille and then we're going to make the salmon. For the ratatouille, we need fresh tomatoes, and you can use also, if it's not the tomato season, some puree tomato to help to have that tomato sauce with the vegetables, which is very typical from the ratatouille. We're going to use white onion, eggplants, we're going to use zucchini, two different colors of bell pepper, so we have red and yellow, olive oil and garlic, a little bit of tomato paste, and some fresh herbs. I'm going to use basil and parsley, rosemary and some bay leaf. So it's very herb. This is very typical from the south of France, so there is a lot of herbs in that area, and this is very typical from this dish. So I'm going to explain you how to cut the ingredients, and then we're going to start cooking. So for cutting, I'm cutting half, removing this. As I told you, I like to remove this a little bit whitish part because it doesn't have much more flavor. And then I'm gonna cut this in half again, and now I'm gonna cut those cubes. So this is the size that I will use for my ratatouille. So we're talking about the same size of cubes, all right? Same size of cubes that we cut the bell pepper, okay? I can cut this in half because it's quite small and thin. And then I'm gonna cut it again half, and I'm gonna cut the cubes. So same size that we cut the rest of the ingredients, we cut it just in cubes, and that's it. And now we're gonna cut this in 3, and now you get these nice cubes. So as you can see, all the ingredients are chopped in the same size. Alright, when all the ingredients are ready, I'm gonna show you now how easy it is to make a ratatouille using the pressure machine cooker. First of all, we're going to use the saute option. So I'm going to remove the lid, and I have inside the bowl that is clean, and we're going to go to the first option. The time that you need, it will be around 20 minutes, and the temperature is going to be around 140, so it doesn't burn any ingredients. We're going to press start, and we're going to wait till it's preheat before we start adding the ingredients in the pressure cooker. So after the 3 beep beep, this means that the pot is hot. So we're going to put a little bit of olive oil, and olive oil is very classic for this recipe. And we're going to start sauteing onions and garlic, okay? You can add a little pinch of salt. This is gonna help them to sweat and release water, and is much more easier for getting them the texture that we are looking for, okay? So we're going to mix this well. I'm going to wait 2-3 minutes till they get a little bit soft, and then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. And now you see they look a little bit more transparent, so we're going to add the zucchini, eggplant, red and yellow bell peppers, and the chopped tomato. So I put everything together, and this is what it's amazing about the pressure cooker, that it makes much more easier to cook this dish. I'm gonna leave this sauteing for a while before I add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, I saute this for around 2 to 3 minutes, and the vegetables start looking soft already. So now I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste, okay, to help a lot of flavor. This adds a lot of flavor. Ratatouille is all about tomato. It's the season of tomato in summer in France, and there is a lot of ratatouille. And I have some canned chopped tomato or tomato puree, again for adding and having this saucy texture. And now I'm going to add as well the herbs. Not parsley, not basil, I keep this for the end, but I'm going to add the rosemary and the bay leaf. I am now turning the machine off, and we're going to take it to pressure. So now that everything is ready, all the ingredients are in the pressure cooker, we're going to put the lid on. You will see now it's open. you need it close so you can choose the options, okay? So now we're going to go to the beans option, that is the third on the right, and I'm going to choose 10 minutes. And this is what I love about this. A ratatouille without this pressure cooker takes much more than double. I'm talking about 40 minutes. So this is just great. The pressure won't be very high. We're going to 4 lines. There is vegetables that are a little bit sensitive, so you don't want them to become like a puree mash. Ensure that the bowl is in pressure. You need the pressure inside the machine in order to do this fast. And now you don't really need to stay next to the machine. You can go do whatever you want. And when it's going to be finished, it's going to stop the time. So let's be back in 10 minutes and see the result. So when we listen to 10 beep beeps, and you will see this OH in the machine, this means that the cooking time is over. Now, if you are not at home, don't worry about it. The pressure cooker machine is going to keep your food hot for around 40 to 1 hour. So this is just great, which means that you can do it, go somewhere, come back, and the dinner is ready. Now, we have 2 different options for releasing the pressure. You cannot open the machine before you release the pressure. Do not press the lid to open because it's not going to happen. We need to release the pressure turning the valve. So there is 2 options, either natural, which means that I'm going to leave it in the machine and it will take around 20 to 30 minutes to release all the pressure inside, and then you can open the lid. Second one, manual, which means that we're going to turn the bowl to this side and then all the pressure will go in within 5 minutes. Okay, so 2 options. Now be very careful when you do this. There's going to be hot steam going from there, so you don't want to burn your hands. Just turn it with your hand on the side. So once you release all the pressure, all that steam is out, and I can already smell how amazing it's just, I am already hungry about this. We're going to remove the lid. Again, there will be steam coming from there, so just don't put your arm on the top of the machine, just keep it aside, okay? Look. You see all this steam, you don't want to burn, so just keep your hands aside from that. And look how amazing this looks. You can see all the different vegetables. They didn't got puree mash. So you can see up, this is exactly an amazing ratatouille. All right, so I'm gonna get the machine ready and I will show you how to make this salmon now. So once the ratatouille is ready, now we're gonna cook the salmon, and it takes only 3 minutes to cook it. So imagine you have dinner ready in 15 minutes. So you have your salmon steak, and we're going to season with some lemon. I like lemon a lot. You can add, if you don't like, you can add only some herbs. But salmon with lemon flavor is actually very good. So if you like to marinate it before in advance, you can marinate it before in advance in your fridge. Now I'm going to add salt and pepper. That's very simple. So for the cooking, we're going to use the seafood option, and we are going to first put 1 cup of water in the bottom, which means that it's going to create a steam. So we are basically steaming the salmon steak, which is good because it's super healthy. It's one of the most healthy cooking methods that we have. So I'm just adding 1 cup of water, and I'm using the trivet for this, so the salmon is not in contact with the water, but it's the steam that is cooking it, all right? I'll put the trivet, and now I'm going to put the salmon inside. Okay, so once that we put the trivet, the water and the fish salmon, we're going to cover with the lid and be sure that the pressure valve is closed, so in pressure. And now we're going to choose the meat option, that is the first on the right. The pressure should not be very high, okay? We are talking about fish is very soft, so we can go to the minimum. And the time is 3 minutes, so all the way to 3. I like the seafood not too dry. If you like all the way cooked, you can have 2 more extra minutes. So this is start cooking. It will take 3 minutes, and then it's going to make 10 beep beep. We are back for that. So now that all the pressure is released from the pressure cooker, we can remove the lid. Now there will be steam coming out from the pressure cooker, so you don't want to keep your hands next to the pressure cooker, and you don't want to burn yourself, all right? Just keep your hand away from there, and your arms, you can see that, and it smells so good, and it looks just delicious. You can look into it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to plate it with the ratatouille and I'm going to show you the final result. I plated now the salmon with the ratatouille and I added some fresh basil to add a little bit extra flavor. You can add a little bit more of salt or sea salt and pepper. That's it. It's an amazing dish using the 10-to-1 pressure cooker from Evvoli, and it took total both things not more than 30 minutes and you have a restaurant quality dish at home. So if you would like to see more recipes using the 10-to-1, you can check in our channels, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope to see you soon.